Man, it's bright. Well, not really. But I did want to talk to you about the power of the sun, or specifically solar panels. So there's a lot of information out there and discussions, talks about solar panels on homes. Obviously, I'm focusing, giving emphasis on residential aspect of this. But I want to give you three big talking points, three things to consider if you are thinking about a solar system for your home. Um, Most importantly, I mean, pretty much everyone will tell you that it's only worth it like long term. So, you need to be in this home for decades if it's really going to pay off for you. So, kind of the three big talking points. One, if you do end up selling the home and you're not there for a long time and you still have a loan on those solar panels, that's going to affect the buyer. Those solar panels will have to be paid off by the time it's there, or that's going to have to be handled some way. And on a lot of mortgages, there's a secondary market for those mortgages. They get bought, so you'll see oftentimes when you close that it goes to another company than what you did the loan through. That's that loan being sold. And a lot of times when there's a lien on those solar panels, that affects whether or not that property can even is even eligible for some types of loans. So it may eliminate potential buyers. Number two thing to think about, unless you have a battery system, which is going to cost significantly more money on your system, you only get the benefits of the solar panels during the day, right? Think about this. It has to have the sunlight to work in order to produce the energy. So, we'll say on average, maybe that's 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., obviously depending on time of year and storms, cloudiness, stuff like that. But specifically what I want you to think about, you're most likely not home for a large majority of that time when the sun is there potentially producing the energy for you to be able to use that energy. Most of the time you're using energy a lot in the evening, and at least half of the year the sun's already going to be down. And then the last thing I want to talk about, specifically residential real estate, do solar panels affect the value of your home? Here's my biggest concern. So I've talked about solar panels before, but my biggest concern with all these solar panels is you will see ads and companies, and I'm not saying they're intentionally misleading, but I definitely have concerns. These companies will talk about increase in value of 40% or some crazy amount of value that these systems supposedly add to their home. Well, here's what you need to know. They don't have access to the MLS to justify that. Like, I can tell you from conversations I've had with people looking at homes that have solar panels on them, from appraiser standpoint, in our area, there is not there is very little, and I'll say zero increase in value for a home with the solar system. There's just not enough people out there looking for it. So if you are considering doing it, that's fine. Just I want you to know what you're getting into and not just sales pitches from companies, because there's a lot of money behind this stuff. So do some searches online, find some information, but try to find a neutral source, because a lot of times you'll do online searches and, some website talking about how great it is, and look at that website a little more detail, and they're probably related to the solar industry somehow. So I just want you to really be careful, do your due diligence on this stuff, and really try to get some good information. And as always, I'm happy to answer questions, give you my perspective on things. If you want to talk real estate, let's get some coffee. Give me a call, 417-766-4507, text, whatever. Hope you all are great, and we'll talk to you later.